Do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah.
So, part 1 Naruto will be a movie today. Get this to 15 likes, and then a second movie will come out too. And the second movie will be like, so there's part 1 Naruto, like the Naruto we know. And then there's part 2 Naruto, Naruto Shippuden. And so Naruto Shippuden will be the next movie, and this one will be part 1 Naruto. And so that's how I'm going to have it. And guys, sit tight, get popcorn, water, and let's get into it. Summary. Or, well, let's start with the name. What if Naruto had 6 eyes? Movie. Summary. The Uzumaki clan is a clan of other clans coming into them and merging together. All these clans were powerful clans, so if you merge all powerful clans into one clan, what do you get? You get a bloodline ability, tons of chakra, and a full clan of Uzumakis. But there was one lineage that was the strongest. It is the Gojo family. As their clan merged into the Uzumaki clan, so they changed their people into a family like many other clans. But the Gojo family was the strongest family. And all the Uzumakis was part of the Gojo. Well, basically there's like a main line of the Uzumakis. And so the Gojo family is like the main head, like the main family of the Uzu village, or Uzu Shigakure. So yeah, and so since the Gojo family merged into the Uzumaki clan, they changed their clan to family. So like there can be like Jackson family, Tom family, Elizabeth family, you know, on and on and on and on. So yeah, the main branches of their family, or the main parts of their family, just turned into that name. And so yeah. And so the Uzukage was always part of the Gojo family, no matter what, because they had a powerful bloodline and techniques. It was called the 6 Eyes and the Limitless. This allowed the Gojo family to use little chakra necessary and perform god-tier jutsu. This all happened until all the 3 nations attacked Uzu Shigakure, as the Uzukage battled hard in the Gojo family, as they were able to push them back a bit so that one of the Gojo family members can escape to Konoha, which that was Kushina Uzumaki, or Kushina Gojo Uzumaki. She had Limitless and the legendary Uzumaki chains. So she made it to the leaf as the last Gojo. She ended up marrying Namikaze Minato, as they had a son named Uzumaki Naruto. And that's when the Nine-Tails attack happened, which ended up in Naruto becoming the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. But when Hiruzen looked into baby Naruto's eyes, he couldn't believe it. This was the legendary 6 Eyes, as baby Naruto's eyes shined in ocean blue. Hiruzen, knowing Danzo probably wants these eyes, he tells Dog, aka Kakashi Hatake, to bring him the special glasses Minato prepared for Naruto in case of the 6 Eyes, as Hiruzen put the oversized glasses on Naruto's eyes as he smiles. 12 years later, Naruto was running as Mizuki chased him through the forest as the boy was frightened as he made his way down the path, and you would wonder why this was happening. So let's rewind. Flashback. Mizuki told Naruto in order to pass the Genin test, he would need to steal the scroll of sealing. The boy with glasses nodded as the glasses actually started to fit Naruto, and Hiruzen told Naruto this is what his mother and father left for him, as Naruto smiled and then told Mizuki sure he'll do it. excited to pass the exams, as later that day he went to go steal the scroll, as he successfully did so as he ran to the forest. Flashback over. Naruto is running as Iruka, his sensei, was able to stop Mizuki for a bit. Sorry for that stutter. I meant Mizuki for a bit, as Naruto sat down and opened the scroll of sailing, as Naruto's glasses accidentally fell down his face. As for the first time in years Naruto is able to see things, he wasn't able to see things really before, but he scrolls down to this one section of the scroll where it says Gojo family secrets. As Naruto bit his thumb Naruto bit his thumb and smeared the blood on the page. And so Naruto sees a style called Limitless, as his eyes let him learn things rather quickly. I almost uttered that. As he learns the basics of it, and of course it's not mastered, but he learned the basics of the technique and style. It's called Infinity, as Naruto has to cross his fingers as he feels an invisible force getting created as he smiles. I wonder if this style works. Naruto then sees Mizuki grinning down at him as he says, "Time for you to die, Kyuubi brat." As Naruto looks in fear as he struggles to put his glasses on, as Iruka shields Naruto from the demon wind shuriken Mizuki has thrown. Then Naruto looked in fear as Iruka saved him, and Iruka said, "You are not the Kyuubi, Naruto. You are a ninja of the leaf," as Naruto smiles in happiness, crying as Mizuki looks in disgust as he goes to kill Iruka. But Naruto yells, "Stop!" "I'm going to kill you," Naruto said, as Mizuki said, "Go right ahead, Kyuubi brat," as he threw shurikens at Naruto, as Iruka looked in fear and yelled, "Naruto!" as Mizuki grins, "Go to hell." As Hiruzen, who's also looking in his crystal ball, watches in fear. Naruto grins as all the shurikens stop at Naruto's finger, as Mizuki looks in shock as Naruto grins, "This is my Gojo Infinity," or whatever it's called. Naruto grins as Mizuki looks appalled, and then Naruto says, "Oh, you don't understand? I'll explain it basically. I'm bringing infinity into reality, and no matter how you try, you won't be able to reach my infinity," as Naruto gets close to Mizuki, as Mizuki tries to punch Naruto, but Naruto grins, "As long as my fingers are crossed for now, I'll be fine," as Mizuki glares at Naruto in outrage, as he goes to punch him, but an invisible force stops him, as Naruto grins, as he turns his crossed finger into a punch, and every time Mizuki goes to punch Naruto, a barrier stops him, as Naruto uncrosses his hand for more punches, and this is what happens to Mizuki each time he attempts. He gets hit with a barrier. As Naruto is starting to beat down Mizuki with an inch of his life, as Hiruzen smiles. Naruto single-handedly beat a Chunin as Iruka promotes Naruto to Genin. Naruto smiles as he took the book of Gojo techniques that his blood awakened, as Hiruzen knows it but doesn't say it, because the council would demand the Gojo family techniques back. Team selections. Naruto smiles as he grins, playing with his infinity technique, as Kakashi comes in and as he looks at the class, as he sees Naruto with his blonde hair, but as usual can't see through his glasses to see the boy's eyes, as Naruto in his head thinks, "So these glasses are for a reason. When I have my eyes out, it drains my energy, which is costly." Then back to Kakashi. The man sees Sasuke and Sakura as he announces, "Meet me at the roof in 5 minutes," as Naruto nods, grinning his head as he heads to the roof with Sakura and Sasuke. as they arrive at the top of the roof as Kakashi starts the introductions as Sasuke goes first as the boy says, "My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I hate a lot of things and I don't particularly like anything. What I have is not a dream because I'll make it a reality. I'm going to restore my clan and kill a certain someone," the emo boy said. As Naruto follows with his introduction, brightening the mood, "I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I like instant ramen in a cup, and I really like the ramen Aruka since it got me at Ichiraku Noodle Shop. But I hate the 3 minutes you have to wait after you pour the water in the ramen cup. But my hobby is eating different kinds of ramens and comparing them, and my future dream is to be the greatest Hokage. Then the village would stop disrespecting me and start treating me like I'm somebody important." Then Sakura follows with her introduction, as her introduction is basically about Sasuke's and all aspects of that. And so Kakashi explained to them the survival training and told them not to eat as he dismissed them for the day. As Naruto went to go train his eyes, as he was able to make himself see further, which is up to 3 kilometers. And he was able to also learn how to use less curse chakra, minimizing it to the most it can, so he has almost perfected chakra control. And with his eyes, but it gets worse without them. I messed up with my script, but bear with me. But it gets worse without them, but he knows the feeling on how to control it, so it's better than what it normally would be. So it's better than it would normally do to experience the feeling of it. Okay. Next day, Team 7 belt test. Kakashi arrives 5 hours later than the others as he explains... Oh, I messed up. As he explains the bell test and that they just need to get the bell, as Naruto knows Kakashi as strong as he is a Jonin, so he decides that he needs to use his eyes as he slowly takes off his glasses as Kakashi yells, "Start!" as Sasuke and Sakura instantly go into the bushes. But as Naruto and Kakashi look at each other, as Naruto's glasses started slowly coming off his face, and for the first time ever, the people there see Naruto's eyes as they look into the eye, as they see ocean blue eyes that are complex and have different types of pattern forms in his eye. And even Sakura looked in awe as Kakashi knows what he's looking at, as this is the legendary 6 eyes from the Gojo family. Naruto, as calculated, he goes for an attack as his eyes calculate Kakashi's one moveset in a minute's worth of calculation. So Kakashi takes a step, Naruto's eyes analyze and make deduction skills and tries to predict where Kakashi is going to go with his attack. That's basically what it's doing. And so this is allowing Naruto to have a pseudo precognition to the attacks thrown at him. As Kakashi goes for a punch, Naruto ducks, and then Kakashi goes for a kick, which Naruto dodges as well by the hair of his skin. But Naruto wasn't ready for another punch as he crossed his fingers as Kakashi hit a barrier, as the copycat ninja looks intrigued and asks, "What is this?" as Naruto stood up, fully keeping his hands crossed, and said, "This is my Gojo Infinity, and it makes it so no one can harm me," and Kakashi nods. Then he backs up as he pulled out a saber and smiled. I haven't used this in years, but one time I met a Gojo family member, and this saber is the only way how to beat you guys infinity, you call it. As he sliced at Naruto, as the boy shot, it cut right through his infinity as Naruto jumped out the way, as he knew he needed to do something. But he only knew two techniques, his infinity and his Uzumaki Gojo style space disruption. And space disruption basically creates an orange ball as it distorts space and pulls anything within its 5-meter radius basically anything within the 5-meter vicinity, it just blows up. Yeah, it just sucks everything in and blows up within the 5-meter radius at full power. And so, but of course Naruto needs his eyes for it as he hasn't perfected it yet. And so Naruto, looking at Kakashi, notes it's his only chance, so he channels cursed chakra through his body, amping it as he jumps back 20 feet. As Kakashi looked at Naruto curiously, as Naruto analyzed the blade Kakashi had as it ran through with electrical cursed chakra, as Naruto did some hand signs, finishing with his signature cross hand sign, and said, "Gojo family secret, space disruption jutsu." As an orange ball pops into existence as Naruto, before Kakashi can react, throws the ball at the maximum he can throw it. Due to Naruto's bloodline, he is able to cast this strong jutsu while keeping his cursed chakra close to zero. This allows him to use it to its fullest capability as he coats the ball in chakra using the rest of his chakra. As when he did, he fell on his knees as he put glasses over his eyes, as within his glasses he sees the orange ball get near Kakashi as it sucks up everything, Kakashi's kunai, saber, senbon, even other accessories Kakashi doesn't really use in his pouch. Kakashi, to get out to stop the gravity from pulling him in, takes one of the kunai floating towards Naruto and stabs it into the ground as he basically just tries to hold on to the ground as much as he can. But as the orange ball seemed to stop, as Kakashi breathed a sigh of relief, the orange ball slowly glowed as Kakashi actually noticed it glowing. As Kakashi tried to run away or do something, but Kakashi realizes something. He can't run away. It's too late. As when Kakashi noticed this, a face of fear popped on the man's face as he tried to get out of there, but he gets blown up due to the radius of the attack. So yeah, hold on, give me a second. As a distortion in space popped up, as bells popped into Naruto's hands, as Naruto grinned. As Naruto's grin disappeared, as Kakashi came out the rubble, red eyes flowing, as Naruto sees a red gleam shining right on his forehead as Naruto looks in fear. Kakashi. As Naruto finally knew why people feared the copycat ninja Kakashi so much. This all of fear, this killer intent flaring at Naruto is enough to suffocate him right now. As Naruto falls on his knees, defeated, as he thought, wow, is this it? As Kakashi grins at Naruto, I had to use my Sharingan for a minute. That was a very powerful attack, Naruto. It's enough to take out a Jonin. But Kakashi looks at Naruto as his anger and his cunning side flares out at Naruto and says, "You did well.
but not good enough. As then Kakashi appeared next to Naruto, tapped his forehead as Naruto passed out on the ground, unconscious. As Kakashi took the bells from the unconscious boy. Sasuke and Sakura go on to do worse than Naruto did and not get the bells, and Sasuke and Sakura get to eat their bentos as Kakashi told them to not share with Naruto, but Sasuke knew if they had any chance possible of passing, they need Naruto, as Naruto was able to take the bells for a bit. Imagine if they all worked together, they would be able to do it almost too easy to pass, as he knew he needed Naruto to eat, as he offered his bento, and then Sakura did after Sasuke, and then Naruto ate as Kakashi passed Team 7. Land of Waves mission arc. While getting normally assigned D-rank missions, Naruto insisted on doing something more exciting. As the third Hokage agreed to send him on a C-rank mission to escort Tsunade, a master bridge builder, back to the Land of Waves. During their mission, the team was attacked by two Chunin enemies at a level that wasn't supposed to encounter on a C-rank mission. Naruto, surprised by the Chunin's appearances, panicked and was struck by one of the Chunins with a poisonous metal gauntlet. Sasuke, in Naruto's absence, dealt with the attackers quite efficiently and rubbed it in by one-upping Naruto by calling him a scaredy cat. Once the attackers had been restrained, Naruto bled out the poison he had received by stabbing his wound with a kunai, swearing upon the pain in his hand never to freeze up and leave his friends to fend for themselves ever again. Kakashi's suspicions raised by the attack asked Tsunade for the truth about the circumstances of this mission. Tsunade explained the Land of Waves had been taken over by a shipping magnate called Gojo, who had efficiently bankrupted all the people of the country, and the only way to revitalize the economy was by building a bridge to the mainland that could render moot Gojo's shipping monopoly. However, Gojo did not want this to happen and used shinobi gangs to assert his control. Team 7's mission was supposed to support and protect the bridge building efforts that had been thwarted thus far. Upon the arrival at the Land of Waves and they are on their way to Tsunade's home, Naruto, bent on outdoing Sasuke, threw a kunai at a bush, surprised the other ninja and putting them on guard. Once it was clear that it was nothing, Sakura yelled at him for his apparent mistake, but Naruto threw another kunai at the bush in another direction. Sakura hit him in the head this time, though Naruto swore he had sensed something. As it turned out, he had sensed a snow rabbit, which was now scared out of its mind due to the kunai only an inch from its head. Naruto apologized to it and sympathized profusely with the rabbit, picking it up and hugging it to an extreme. While the others dismissed his antics as Naruto's usual idiocy, Kakashi noticed something strange about the rabbit. Its fur was white. Snow rabbits are only white during winter, meaning that this rabbit has been raised indoors, therefore belonging to somebody nearby. Kakashi suddenly told everyone to duck as a giant sword swung past him, nearly killing them all. The sword embedded itself in the tree, and it was Zabuza Momoichi, a missing nin from Kirigakure, jumped onto its handle. Its intent and Zabuza's intent was killing Tsunade. Kakashi recognized Zabuza as a formidable opponent, revealed his Sharingan and saying he will need to use it. Zabuza honored by Kakashi's willingness to go all out in their battle, stated that he would consider it a testament to his own skill if he were to kill Kakashi. Zabuza ended the conversation with his hidden mist jutsu, summoning a thick veil from the nearby lake in order to hide himself from the Sharingan. Kakashi ordered Team 7 to protect Tazuna, though Zabuza asserted that such protection was useless. Instantly appearing in the center with the sword, Kakashi raced towards them and stabbed Zabuza in the stomach with his kunai before his stroke could fall. Water poured out Zabuza's body and it collapsed into a puddle as the real Zabuza appeared behind Kakashi, revealing that Zabuza had used the water clone jutsu to fool Kakashi. Zabuza proceeded to cut Kakashi in half, but Kakashi's body too dissolved into the water, surprising Zabuza as he realized Kakashi's Sharingan must have copied the water clone technique. As Zabuza charged towards him, Kakashi appeared behind Zabuza, mocking him by saying that it was over. To everyone's surprise, a second Zabuza appeared behind Kakashi and grabbed him, and the first Zabuza reverted into a pool of water. Kakashi attempted to break free of Zabuza's grasp, but was instead thrown into the nearby lake as he emerged. Zabuza trapped him within his water prison jutsu, leaving Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura to defend against another of Zabuza's clones. Kakashi told the Genin to run, but Naruto remembered the oath that he made to himself and entered the fight so that he could have saved Kakashi and keep Tazuna alive. Naruto, knowing this guy trapped Kakashi, he pulled down his glasses and put it in his pocket as the Jonin shinobi. Zabuza looked at Naruto's eyes as he saw he was shocked by how seemingly normal the boy's eyes looked as he made up a plan in his head. As Naruto's best course of action was to team up with Sasuke, as he told Sasuke his plan with the Demon Wind Shuriken. As Sasuke did that, as Naruto appeared behind Zabuza as he threw a kunai at Zabuza, as Naruto jumped onto land as Zabuza slices him, as Naruto crossed his hand for Zabuza's sword slices through the infinity, but luckily Naruto had jumped back shocked. Someone had broken his infinity again. Kakashi, recovering, opens his Sharingan and gets ready for battle. With Kakashi free, Zabuza was forced to commence their battle, and the two used multiple water release techniques against each other. Due to his Sharingan, Kakashi was able to take the upper hand and defeat Zabuza with Zabuza's own attacks. Just as Kakashi was about to make the final blow, a Max Ninja, later revealed to be named Haku, appeared to kill Zabuza by impaling Zabuza's neck with several senbon after revealing himself to be a hunter and sent to kill Zabuza. He disappeared with Zabuza's body. Kakashi, momentarily satisfied with the turn of events, decided that it was time to continue escorting Tazuna home, only to collapse due to chakra exhaustion seconds later. As a result of his overuse of the Sharingan, Kakashi is later seen bedridden with the crutch as a result of this battle. Hold up, let me just reorder myself. Whew. Okay, hold up, guys. Sorry. Just need to reorder myself. Get ready for the second phase.
I'm just getting my... Hold up. Alright.
Kakashi was taken to Tazuna's home for recovery. As he rested, he made the observation that Zabuza's apparent death was odd. When huntermen killed their target, they usually began to destroy it on the spot. On the other hand, the ninja whom they'd met had taken Zabuza's body elsewhere instead of operating it immediately.
This, coupled with the fact that Zabuza had nearly been killed with Senbon weapons that were rarely fatal and also useful for knocking people out, led Kakashi to believe that Zabuza was still alive and that he would be back to finish Tazuna's assassination. Elsewhere, Zabuza was revived by Haku, and although he would need time to recover, he promised to crush Kakashi when they next met. With Zabuza's return a likely outcome, Kakashi took Team 7 to nearby woods for chakra training and told them that they would need to train it would require them to learn to climb trees without using their hands. Naruto made the observations that this is impossible, but Kakashi and crutches managed to climb the tree with ease and explained that the key to doing so was focusing chakra to the soles of their feet. Naruto takes off his glasses and does so the first try, but then he tries the same method with his glasses on, and nods, but his same method with his glasses on, but his eyes makes a plan for him as he keeps trying without his glasses on and with his glasses on, as it helps Naruto create a plan and master the tree walking technique much faster than it did originally. But this also motivated Sasuke to finish faster as he did, which was 5 minutes after Naruto finished. But Naruto helped Sasuke walk home to Tazuna's house. Next day, Sakura and Naruto helped Tazuna around the town. That day, as Sasuke slept in with Kakashi as they helped Tazuna for a few days. During dinner one night, Sakura asked about a torn picture that Inari, Tazuna's grandson, had been looking at. Tazuna explains that the man in the missing portion of the picture was Kaiza, Inari's father, whom Inari had idolized and thought of as his biological parent. Though Kaiza had adopted him one day years prior, a flood had threatened to destroy the whole village, and Kaiza had single-handedly managed to close the floodgates, earning him the title of hero amongst the villagers. Once Gojo came to the country, however, Kaiza's heroic deeds angered Gojo, and therefore Gojo had executed him in front of the villagers, including Inari. From that day forth, the villagers lost hope, and Inari was crushed, disbelieving the possible existence of a hero. Naruto, determined to prove Inari that there was such thing as a hero, rushed to continue his training. Naruto's training. Naruto puts his headband over his eyes as he starts using his cursed chakra to see with extrasensory abilities, heightening his other senses as Naruto starts developing the cursed techniques that can embed his fists and legs in cursed chakra, enhancing his abilities. This allows Naruto to punch down trees easily as he trains hard till he passes out. As Naruto rested in the woods, he encountered Haku, though he was unaware of Haku's identity and thought to him just to be a pretty girl. The two had discussed their dreams. Naruto wished to become Kage of his village, while Haku wanted to protect the person most precious to him, explaining that when one was protecting a precious person, one's strength reached its maximum. As Naruto agreed with this statement, remembering all of the people who had protected him. With that, Haku left, though not before confusing Naruto to no end by asserting that he was a boy. Woo! Okay. Naruto trained like this for the next couple of days as he ended up being very exhausted. Seeing Naruto in this condition, a tearful Inari proclaimed that Naruto was wasting his time and that Gojo would still defeat him. Hold on, give me a second. And that Gojo would still defeat him. Yeah, Naruto replied that he would win and sarcastically congratulated Inari for his crying, calling him a brat as Inari sulked. Kakashi explained to Inari how Naruto had also grown up without a father and that he also had no mother and therefore had a sad life. Kakashi also mentioned that despite these conditions, he never seen Naruto cry and theorized that Naruto one day grew tired of crying over himself. This explanation in the suggestion that Naruto was the only person present who knew what Inari was going through touched Inari. The next morning, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura escorted Tazuna to work at the bridge, leaving Naruto behind to the rest. Upon arriving at the village, however, they found out that Tazuna's workers had been attacked and the area quickly began covered with a veil of mist. After a quick defeat of Zabuza's water clones at the hands of Sasuke, Zabuza and a masked Haku revealed themselves, confirming Kakashi's suspicions. Back at Tazuna's house, two of Gado's thugs arrived to kidnap Inari's mother. Inari, inspired by Naruto's story, attempted to save his mother by himself. Just as he was about to be cut down by thugs, Naruto appeared and defeated the two thugs single-handedly. Naruto congratulated Inari for finally standing up for himself and left to join the rest of his team. Back at the village, Sasuke battled with Haku, and Zabuza was surprised to find out that Sasuke could keep up with Haku's speed. Haku also noticed that Sasuke's capabilities, so he decided to use his trump card, demonic mirroring ice crystals, which trapped Sasuke in a cage of ice. Haku proceeded to pummel Sasuke with the wave after wave of Senbon barrages, which were effectively undodgeable as a result of Haku's technique. Eventually, Naruto arrived and managed to get a sneak attack on Haku. As just when Zabuza was about to attack Naruto, Haku asked to be the one to fight him, to which Zabuza agreed. Hold on, I'm just reading how much I got left. I don't got that much. Yeah, I got that much left, guys. Just hold up. Actually, I just want to skip as I'm about to be at 40 minutes. I'm not trying to make this too long, so I'm gonna just skip to where Sasuke and Naruto starts formulating a plan. Sasuke began to formulate a plan, thinking about that it would be easier to defeat with Naruto attacking from the outside. To his dismay, Naruto entered the cage of ice to see how Sasuke was doing, and he too became a prisoner to Haku's technique. As Naruto looked at Sasuke as he used his infinity technique, as it actually worked to stop the Senbon, as Naruto had a headband on his eyes, as Sasuke was wondering why. At that fact, right now Naruto sees Haku clearly throwing needles at him as he grimaced. He can't keep this up forever, as Sasuke notices and starts shooting fireball jutsu at ice mirrors, trying to figure out a plan. Naruto had to pull down his headband with his hand to minimize the chakra he's using, as he's running out of chakra quickly, as Sasuke predicting where Haku was going to end up looking with his new Sharingan, as he was able to burn down Haku's dress. Naruto, knowing that he needs to stop this, he asks Sasuke to cover him, as he nods as he says fireball jutsu, while Sasuke covers Naruto. Naruto during this time does 20 hand signs in a few seconds, and then says Naruto, and then he says Uzumaki Gojo style space disruption, as he uses all his chakra to throw the orange ball at Haku in his mirrors, as everything expands and then diverts into a ball, as the crystal gets sucked into the ball, as even Haku does. As Naruto passes out, as Sasuke carries Naruto and runs away, as Haku and the mirrors get exploded, as Sasuke holds as he gets blown away. with Naruto. As Haku takes the full brunt of Naruto's attack, Naruto smiles as Haku groans as he can't stand as Haku couldn't stand the blast as the blast took all his needles, and for some reason they sucked up a large portion of his chakra. The boy watches in horror as Zabuza Momoichi gets killed by Kakashi Hatake, and the boy can't do anything. As the boy, when he saw Gato kicking Zabuza, killed Gato right where he stood. And then he also killed the bandits surrounding Gato. And so Haku smiles and then decided to follow Naruto because he knew what power Naruto had was from the Gojo family, which is a family he wants to be part of, as Naruto inspired him to live. Alright guys, the Land of Waves wraps up and gets called the Great Naruto Bridge as Haku and Team 7 head off to the Hidden Leaf. 40-minute mark. It's probably going to go to around 20 minutes. To an hour 10, hour 20, depending how long the Chunin exams are, and the Tsunade arc, and all the rest of it. Yeah. I might hurry up the Tsunade arc, to be honest, though. I might just say it's the same as original. Well, it won't be, but yeah. After they get back, Haku becomes Chunin due to his reputation and achievements he has done, which he's been awarded Chunin, and his job is to be the coach sensei at Team 7, as Naruto and Haku start training each other to amplify each other's abilities. So yeah. And so, Naruto Team 7 all go to the Chunin exams, making that decision. And so, yeah. Before we get into the Chunin exams, the interaction with Gaara happens the same. So yeah. Now, Chunin exams, first phase. The first phase of it. Guys, you ready? I hope you are. Alright, so yeah. The first part of the exam proctored by Ayabiki Marino, but it was not the test of knowledge as much as a test of information gathering and willpower. The first 9 questions were supposed to be obtained by finding out by cheating, where Genin must use any technique. Naruto grinned as he took off his glasses as Tsunade blushed, seeing Naruto's eyes as he grinned as he looked at the papers around everyone as he could see virtually the entire classroom. Then he could spot the littlest details. He copies Sasuke's paper, and it was easy as he put his glasses back on without getting spotted. He grinned at Hinata as he went to sleep as the rest of the round went. Sasuke realized that he too did not know the answers, but immediately activated Sharingan to copy some of the answers. Sakura, as a testament to her incredible intellect, answered all the questions quickly, a feat which the examiner later said could not be accomplished at the Genin level. The last question was a do-or-die question. If one didn't answer, one's entire team failed the Chunin exams, but if one answered incorrectly, one would remain Genin forever. Naruto showed that he was not a quitter when he exclaimed that he didn't care if he stayed a Genin forever, and that even if that came to pass, he would forever still become Hokage. The Genin who chose to answer the question all passed the first part of the Chunin exams, including Naruto, who didn't answer a single question on the written part of the exam. Second phase. Second phase. The second part of the exam, proctored by Anko Mitarashi, was a survival exam in the 44th training ground, also known as the Forest of Death. Naruto and Team 7 encounter a sound ninja as a huge gust of air blows them apart as Naruto awakens to be in a snake's stomach as he whispers in a chant, Gojo style, spatial explosion. As a huge explosion rocketed as Naruto's gun more techniques as he grins and goes see Sasuke about to give a scroll as he punches Sasuke, and he says, "Don't you dare give him the scroll." As Sasuke's frozen in fear, Naruto smiles back at him and says, "Don't worry, I'm here to save you," as he smiles. Naruto, noticing how strong the people he is fighting, says, "What's your name?" and asks the seemingly woman as Orochimaru in his head is like, "Naruto Uzumaki has a strong presence." Orochimaru smiles and says, "My name is Orochimaru, part of the legendary Chunin." As Naruto grins perfect as he takes off his glasses as he does a hand sign as the glasses sink into the ground. Basically, the glasses reappear onto Naruto's eyes when his mind is ready for them to be put back on. Orochimaru grins seeing Naruto's eyes and thinks this is the legendary Six Eyes, and then Naruto's eyes glow as a blur glow hits Orochimaru. As an orange blur hits Orochimaru as the Genin and Sannin get ready for battle. In a blitz of speed, Naruto appears next to Orochimaru again, who goes for a punch, but Orochimaru goes for a counter punch as he dodges Naruto's punch. But as Orochimaru goes for that, a barrier stops him as Naruto goes for an uppercut, which actually hits Orochimaru as Orochimaru's jaw gets broken. As Orochimaru has to put his jaw back in place. As Orochimaru took out his sword, grinning, as Naruto took out a kunai. And so in a blitz of speed, they both clash as huge waves of chakra surrounds the forest, taking trees down one by one. The Jonin and Anko feel it as they figured out Orochimaru had gone into the Chunin exams. And so when Orochimaru and Naruto are fighting, Naruto has to amp himself. And so Naruto knows he's gonna lose at this rate. And so he learned a type of clone jutsu from Haku called Curse Clone Jutsu, as Naruto creates 50 of these clones as he decides he needs to distract Orochimaru for his new technique, which Naruto called his strongest jutsu, as he says, "Curse Technique Reversal, Red." As Orochimaru sees a red ball appear, as Naruto says, "Convergence, divergence, what happens if you combine them?" He smiles as a red glow disappears and brightens red as Naruto does a substitution jutsu with his clone, as an explosion happens right in Orochimaru's face as Naruto grins. Orochimaru gets hit through the forest as wind knocks him through the trees as Naruto's clones, and then Naruto collapses, being knocked out as everyone throughout the forest heard this explosions as Sasuke smiles. "Good job, Naruto," as he touched Naruto's shoulder. As they go to run away, but a burnt Orochimaru appears behind them, as the man says, "That Six Eyes brat really got me good." The woman was no longer, as they saw a snake-looking man, as Sasuke turned his Sharingan on, inspired by Naruto, as Sasuke's blood boils as he fought his hardest against Orochimaru, using wires in his fire breath to no avail, as Orochimaru was able to end up beating Sasuke. As the rest of the second phase goes down the same, trying to conserve time. Time is patience. So yeah, the rest goes the same. And now to the preliminaries. So basically, Sakura versus Ino goes the same. Temari defeats Tenten. Shikamaru wins. And now it's Naruto's fight. Yeah, now it's Naruto's fight versus Kiba. I basically want to explain the important fights, basically. So, the fights that are going to be new, of course. So yeah, Naruto versus Kiba. Naruto steps up to Kiba with his glasses on as Kiba can't see Naruto's eyes. As he says, "Loser, I'll make this quick for you." As he charges at Naruto for Naruto to easily dodge like he already knew Kiba's attack. As everyone there saw Naruto easily outdo Kiba in taijutsu, as Kiba notices this and decides he needs to go full out as he says, "It's time to stop playing around," as Naruto already knows what to do. When Kiba does fang over fang barriers, what Kiba hits, and Kiba tries hard but can't, as everyone sees this, as Kakashi smirks at the Jonin. Look at Kakashi. Kakashi says, "This is the limitless, or shall he call the infinity?" As they see the technique, Kakashi said that Naruto doesn't even need to hold up a finger anymore, as they look shocked, and they wonder how will Kiba beat this. As Kiba notices, as Kiba and Akamaru take a huge pill, two of them, as Naruto sees the cursed energy within the pill, which he knows this much cursed energy is enough to take down his infinity. As Naruto knows this, he slowly takes off his glasses as he does a hand sign. And so for the first time, everyone in the room sees Naruto's new bloodline, beside Kakashi and Hiruzen. As they all see Naruto's eyes, it's one of the legendary 4 great dojutsu. It's the legendary seem to be extinct 6 eyes. As Kiba and Akamaru get ready for their attacks, as Naruto gets ready for his, as Naruto yells, "Gojo Uzumaki technique, space disruption." Akamaru and Kiba yell fang over fang as their attacks collide, as Naruto is the one who comes out as Kakashi with the Sharingan saw space distort where Kiba and Akamaru attacked. And then that energy they attacked disappeared and turned into a normal fang over fang as a ball appeared next to their eyes as it exploded in Kiba and Akamaru face, knocking them out. Rest of the preliminaries goes the same as Neji versus Hinata, Rock Lee, and Shikamaru go the same, so that would wrap up the preliminaries. So yeah, Naruto was the 1-month training arc. Naruto was called to Hiruzen's office as the man told him to meet one of the legendary Sannin Jiraiya, his student, and said that Jiraiya would train him for now. As Naruto nods, thinking the other Sannin was really strong. I can't imagine to get trained by another. Oh man. Naruto ends up getting trained by Jiraiya as Naruto uses 6 eyes, and without 6 eyes to use the Nine-Tails chakra. And he noticed with 6 eyes he can use the Nine-Tails chakra for a long period of time, and he is in control more. Jiraiya notices this, so he taught Naruto a technique that Kushina used, as Naruto was able to get the basics done, but it isn't mastered. Naruto versus Neji. Chunin exams. Naruto and Neji looked at each other as Naruto gets set, ready, and focused as Neji looks back as they get ready for battle. As Neji turns on his Byakugan, Naruto takes off his glasses as the crowd gets a wave of chakra, as everybody gets excited for this legendary battle. As Naruto and Neji faced off. As Neji and Naruto go for an attack, both amping each other in speed, Naruto and Neji are swapping hands as each pressure point or each chakra point attack Neji throws at Naruto gets either Gojo Infinitied or dodged. As Neji starts noticing that he can't damage Naruto, but Naruto's actually able to get a few hits off of Neji, as everybody who's watching the fight isn't all at this seemingly Chunin level or Jonin level fight that they are watching. It's it's amazing what they're watching. And so everybody sees just a trail of dust as the dust starts picking up, as sand starts picking up, as it just turns into a seemingly hurricane, as Naruto and Neji just keep swapping hands back and forth, as Neji backs up and says, "You seem really cocky for fighting me close distance, Uzumaki, Naruto," as Naruto grins, as Naruto says, "I just wanted to see if the Six Lives were better than the meek Byakugan," and Naruto said, "My calculations were correct. It is better." As Neji looked at Naruto in anger as he shook his palms, as blood came from his palms, as Neji got angry, as Neji took the 64 palms pose and then went to attack Naruto. Naruto, not able to react, just got hit palm by palm, and even his infinity was getting blown by the angry that Neji was showing, sparked curse energy, too powerful curse and energy to contain, as Neji was going full out, hitting every chakra point, as Naruto's arms fell down limp, as he fell on his knees, as Naruto slowly got up, put his hands together, and charged up and said, "I'm not done yet," as a huge burst of red and blue chakra enveloped the stadium, as the image of Naruto with the red eyes appeared, as Naruto looked at Neji, took out a kunai as they went to attack, as Neji and Naruto both swapped hands and fought each other, as Naruto was gaining the upper hand, smacking Neji around the stadium easily, as Naruto was able to keep this up for days, as Naruto was using almost zero chakra of the nine-tails chakra that he was able to access, as Naruto's beating down Neji now, as Neji actually starts fighting back and gaining the upper hand, as he starts getting angry and angry, using more cursed chakra, as this turned into Neji and Naruto and ending up just full out fighting, I guess now. Like, he just ends up full out fighting as they're swapping hands, as it ends up with Neji and Naruto clashing as Naruto used Naruto Gojo technique, space disruption, as Neji used Hyuga style 64 palms, as he went for an all-out attack. Well, actually, I'm gonna say Hyuga style palm thrust, as Neji concentrated all his chakra into one point of his finger, which is his thrust, as they collide their attacks, as a huge wave of chakra envelops, but the space disrupts in front of Neji's eyes as Neji gets shot, as the space disrupts and then goes back the same, as the chakra and energy Neji put into that attack goes right, like the ball appears on Neji's back, as it explodes right where Neji's back is, as Naruto standing still sees Neji's back just gets blown out. No homo. This is just crazy. So yeah, we had Neji loses, and yeah. And so yeah, that's Naruto versus Neji. And so the rest of the Chunin Exams fights go the same. It pretty much goes the same until the Naruto versus Gaara fight, which Naruto pulls out the 6 eyes, and Naruto and Gaara start swapping hands. Tell Gaara versus base Naruto with 6 eyes, as Naruto was able to easily dodge, punch Gaara, as it ended up Naruto summoning Gamba. Well, actually, it would be something different than just summoning Gamba Bunta, as Naruto actually looked at Neji, and Naruto said something. Naruto said, I would normally summon Gambabunta. I wouldn't normally do that, right? As people around them was shocked and wondered, Naruto can summon the thing that Minato Namikaze summoned, the Great Gambabunta. And so they wondered why Naruto didn't want to summon that. As Naruto later said, he said that, what's the point of doing that when I can use this technique I've been training up? As they all wondered what this was, as Naruto said, this is called Hollow Technique. Purple. As the image of two earths colliding, as this huge purple ball swells up, just gravity going into it, as like space just keeps going into it, as a huge ball gets sent at Shukaku's stomach, as when the ball hits Shukaku, it just explodes Shukaku's stomach, as it just starts to erase Shukaku's body, as he can't even defend against it. As this hollow technique purple, basically the whole technique basically instantly erasing anything within its vicinity, as it started to erase Shukaku, as Gaara, as it erased the entire Shukaku besides Gaara, as Naruto appeared next to Gaara, barely conscious, as he grabbed Gaara's neck and slammed him into the ground. As Sasuke and Sakura popped up, and then the Sand siblings popped up, as Naruto let Gaara go, as he told Gaara, I know your pain. I have your pain. But you can't let your pain overwhelm you, or you'll turn into it. And so Hiruzen dies. Naruto becomes sad by that, and Naruto decides to carry on his legacy as he goes searching for Tsunade. As when Naruto goes searching for Tsunade, he runs into let's just say he runs into what's his name? He runs into, who do I want him to run into? He runs into Itachi, and so Naruto doesn't really fight Itachi much. Like, he just ducks out the way, dodges some of the attacks with the Six Eyes ability. But after that, it's mainly Jiraiya's show and, well, Sasuke's show. And so with that, Kakashi, well, I guess they go search for Tsunade. As they find Tsunade, Naruto starts learning this Rasengan technique. As he's able to learn it, as he's still trying to learn it with his Six Eyes ability, but he's learning it, I guess. And after he learns it with his Six Eyes ability, he masters it with the Six Eyes ability when he meets Tsunade. But Tsunade told Naruto, I'll come with you guys if you master it without your Six Eyes ability. And so for Naruto to do that, Naruto basically, like, he makes a plan. As with this plan, it allows him to master within a week. As he does it the day Tsunade goes off to Orochimaru. As Tsunade starts fighting Orochimaru, Jiraiya pops up. Jiraiya's drunk, so he's weakened. And so Naruto fighting Kabuto, when Naruto just uses his Six Eyes ability. When Naruto uses his Six Eyes powers, he just swaps hands with Kabuto, as they said Kabuto was Kakashi's level in power. As as well, that's what Orochimaru said. As Naruto was kind of suspicious about this, as Naruto was still able to relatively swap hands with Kabuto as Kabuto started using more of his lethal techniques. As Naruto sees this, as he starts dodging more, and so it ends up Naruto using the Rasengan with one hand and slamming into Kabuto's stomach, as Kabuto was able to hit one of Naruto's groins, as Naruto's on the brink of life. As when you're on the brink of life, Naruto gets an awakening as Naruto's eyes turned white, as Naruto's more six eyes turned more, well, six eyes. And so Tsunade sees the glow as she's healing Naruto. She's crying, with her crying tears pelting Naruto, as Naruto was able to get up on his stomach and knees as he looks down at Kabuto, as Naruto says, "Hollow technique, small purple divergence," as the purple ball hits Kabuto, as Kabuto gets erased into just ashes, as Naruto smiles. "You're dead now. Don't mess with Granny Tsunade." As Naruto coughs up blood and falls onto his knees, as Tsunade, getting her amp, starts beating down Orochimaru, as Orochimaru also is in shock. Kabuto died. And so Orochimaru flees with Kabuto's ashes, as he's able to revive Kabuto using an Edo Tensei technique, and he just created a body prototype for Kabuto, basically. As Tsunade heads back to the village with Naruto, as Tsunade actually decides to create the Uzumaki clan, as the Gojo family is now with the Uzumakis. So she starts the Uzumaki clan act, which she starts that, and Kakashi, not liking all the attention Naruto's getting, decides to go with those ninja to get trained by Orochimaru, the legendary Sannin. As they get the team, as everything happens the same. So I'm gonna just skip to the Kimamaru fight. Yeah, I'm trying to hurry this up. It's already at 1 hour and 7 minutes. And so with the Kimamaru versus Naruto fight, Naruto wants to save his power up for Sasuke, so he's not really going all out. Like, he's just not really trying that much. As Rock Lee says, he got it, as Rock Lee starts fighting Kabuto. No, not Kabuto, Kimamaru, as Naruto stares off against Sasuke, as Hashirama versus Madara. As Naruto opens up his eyes, as Naruto said, "Sasuke, so you see, I didn't know you would revolt. Why are you doing this?" And Sasuke was like, "You've gone too powerful, Naruto. I, Sasuke Uchiha, am leaving the Hidden Leaf. If you don't want to die, you'll move right now." As Naruto's anger flares, "While you go ahead and try." As Sasuke looks in anger, as he and Naruto both clashes kunai to kunai at above the waves, as chakra flares around the place, as Naruto gets angrier and angrier. As you know, the more angry you get, the more your cursed chakra gets stronger. As Naruto starts to beat down on Sasuke with the six eyes out, as Sasuke can't even do anything until he turns on his Sharingan. As when Sasuke turns on his Sharingan, they're about equal now. Like, just equally throwing hands. Fireball jutsu, limitless. It's everything's going down, and Sasuke's getting angrier too, as Sasuke's curse chakra is getting stronger. As all this is happening, as fist clashes can be heard from from their battle in the Hidden Leaf, as this battle is a legendary battle, as Sasuke readies a Chidori and says, "Die, Naruto," as Naruto creates a Rasengan, as they both collide their attacks, as they both get pushed back into the water, as Naruto has a huge cut on his chest. That's part of the electricity shot to Naruto, and part of the Rasengan swirled onto Sasuke, leaving a big bruise. As Naruto was like, "Enough of this!" as he charged his fingers together, as he was able to get one tail of the Kyuubi's chakra with his 6 sides. It's able to focus his concentration, as Naruto using all of the 9-touch chakra in his own, as Sasuke goes into his version 2 curse mark, as Sasuke readies up a black Chidori as he charges at Naruto, as Naruto says, "Unlimited void," as it looks like space is around Sasuke as it envelops him, as Naruto says, "Welcome to my domain expansion." As Sasuke's about to hit Naruto with his black Chidori, as he's going to kill Naruto says, as Naruto just snaps his finger as he appears behind Sasuke, as Sasuke's brain is overloaded with information, as Sasuke's in shock. Sasuke gets dizzier, and Sasuke's brain basically shuts down, but Sasuke's body doesn't stop as he goes to charge at Naruto, as Naruto was luckily able to move Sasuke's hand above his chest, but Sasuke was able to hit Naruto in a lethal spot, which was able to pierce Naruto a bit, as Sasuke was able to escape from Naruto's domain expansion as the domain expansion stopped, but Sasuke heavily bodied and bleeding, as Sasuke's brain was just overloaded. Sasuke's pure battle instinct was the only reason why he came up on top, you could say, in this fight, as Sasuke inch by inch walked to the Sound Village, as he was later carried by the new body, Kabuto, who had a new body, as Kakashi carries Naruto back to the Leaf. As Naruto, knowing he lost to Sasuke, is extremely mad at himself, and he's not going to get over this defeat. This defeat that Naruto had handled is not what the future Uzumaki heir should have went through. And so Naruto, knowing this, Naruto goes on a training trip with Jiraiya. This training trip will do good for Naruto, as I'll end this here. The end of the part. So yeah, guys, please like, subscribe, share for more.